everyone, this is Alicia from thriftyandchic.com, and today I am going to share with you a video tour of my dining room all decorated for fall. So I hope you enjoy. So for decorating in here for fall, I actually had two ideas that I was going for, and I tried to get them to work together. The first one was I found this navy buffalo plaid fabric at Hobby Lobby that I just absolutely fell in love with. And so I bought a lot of it and I made lots of pillowcases with it. And it ended up only being placed in here. My whole idea was to have it throughout my house, but as I was decorating the rest of my house, those colors ended up being pinks and greens and like pastel-y colors. And so the navy to me really didn't work with it. But I really wanted them in here because I had envisioned something in here with them, and so I decided to just keep them in here. And so as you can see at the head table with the chairs, I put the pillows there. And so I decided to just keep them that way and go forward with decorating the rest of the place with the pastel-y colors. I feel like it worked pretty well, and you probably wouldn't even notice that I had a problem with it if I didn't say something, hopefully. So next, let's get on with the tablescape. So the tablescape, I usually just, when I'm decorating with it, or decorating the tablescape in general, I try to keep it at a tiered look. So I always have the highest point in the middle and kind of go down from there. If I don't do that, I try to keep it pretty much one size or one height here. This year, obviously, I went down. So starting at the bottom are these pumpkins. These two pumpkins I got, I believe they were from Hobby Lobby a few years ago. And so, of course, the smaller pumpkins right there, and the larger pumpkins right here. With this pumpkin, it's actually just sitting on a wreath that I actually got from Hobby Lobby. I just like how it fills the place up a little bit and adds a little bit extra character. And of course, greenery and filler is really good to have on your tablescape. I think full is a little bit more than, I mean, obviously a little bit more, but I think it just looks better than having it a little less. But of course, as you can see with my style, I like a lot of stuff. So next would be the candlesticks. As I've said before, candlesticks are like my go-to decorating accessory. And so they are, of course, right here. Next would be this vase. I bought this vase a few years ago from a store that is now sadly out of business. And luckily I bought lots of them, or I guess 3 of them, but good enough for me. And so this is actually a mainstay on my table usually. So that this year I ended up putting these faux stems in there. These are from Michael's. They go with the rest of the theme and fall theme in my house with the pinks and pastel-y colors with the greens. They also have pine cones, which is great because it adds a little bit more texture. I did add them in with this faux eucalyptus stems from IKEA. Those are my favorite stems, by the way. I think they're like $3.99 a stem at IKEA. Every time I go to IKEA, I buy like a whole bunch of them because I love decorating with them. Also, another mainstay on here is usually this wood or some sort of wood disc. I like that it gives height to things, and I also like the character and the texture that it gives. Another thing is a table runner. I will not go without a table runner for 2 reasons. First off, I think it looks great. This table runner especially gives some texture. You could use a table runner to give color and whatnot. This one's a jute and cotton table runner that I found a few years ago, and it's actually stayed on my table for about that long. It just goes with every single season, so I just kept it on there. But also another good reason is that this table is probably almost 20 years old. It's seen so much wear and tear. The veneer's popping off. You could probably see if you look at my pictures or even on the video right now. So it hides a lot of that. So I would never, ever, ever go without having a table runner. Also, like for dinner time and dinner guests, when they come, I'll usually have the place settings out, so it hides a little bit more of the chips and paint and whatever that's been left on here from craft nights and things. So next, I'm going to share with you the place settings that I will do for fall. Alright, so next I'm going to share with you my place settings. I usually keep them super simple, mainly because I don't ever have them out, and when I do put them out, I'm usually in a big, huge hurry, and so I need to keep them easy and simple, and don't want to spend too much time on it. So I'm going to share with you how I make these, and so I'll just start disassembling this one right here. I'll kind of start from there. So first off, these chargers. These are actually from IKEA a few years ago. I don't believe that IKEA sells these types anymore. They do have similar ones. I have seen ones just like this at Home Goods, at Target. They're pretty expensive, I would say, for a charger. They range from $3 to $5 each, and so when you need 8 of them, you know, that's about $40, which is kind of expensive. But I bought them in just sets. Every time I go to IKEA, I just buy extra ones, and so I finally got the 8 that I needed. And then these, when they're not out on the table, are actually underneath my fan over on the buffet to give it a little bit more height and add some extra character and texture over to the buffet. So first off would be adding this. Next off is the plate. I got these plates from my mother-in-law. She was about to get rid of them, and I just love them. I think they're really cool. They show a lot of age, as you can tell. But these ones, I wish I could find similar ones. They're from Home Trends, so I don't know if that helps anybody if you're interested in these plates. But I have these, and I also have square ones. I think it's kind of fun to add the square ones too, but I like doing the square ones when it's more summery or springy. I feel like fall and Christmas are meant for more traditional things. That's just me and my weirdness, but that's how I am. So we'll put that one first, and then next would be I like to, I guess, garnish the plate and the charger. I got these faux magnolia leaves off of something at Hobby Lobby, I believe it was. And so I just took them all off. I don't think they were from a wreath. I think they were from a swag or whatever. And so I cut them all off, and I just literally put them right underneath there. Nobody's really going to move their plate, so it doesn't matter if they do. They're just hanging out all over the table. It doesn't matter to me. Next would be, I always like to put the napkins right on top of the plate and underneath the bowl. These napkins came 4 to a set, and I got them from Home Goods. Home Goods has a great amount of selections of different kinds of napkins if you ever need any like that. And so I always just fold them right here, and I put the bowls on top of them. As for the bowls, I used to at one point have 8 of each of these bowls. With children and with my clumsiness, they get broken, and so now I have pretty much 4 of each of the bowls, which actually works well for me and can work well for anybody else that may not have the same amount of bowls that they need for other place settings. So I do every other one round, square, round, square, all the way around. And it kind of adds some interest to the table too. So I kind of like that. So in the bowl, just because it's fun, I put a pumpkin. If we were actually going to have like a really nice maybe Thanksgiving dinner here or something, and we're actually a really super crazy casual family, so we don't usually even get place sittings out very often, let alone like signing names to people. But this would be where I would like probably hook one of their names if I were to do something, or if you guys were to do something, you would put their names on the pumpkins. And so then from there, as I said, we're super casual. Glasses and drinks are over in the kitchen. Grab your utensils, the ones that you're going to use. I usually don't have them set up out here at all. This is just what it would be like. So, well, that's the end of the tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll also be posting links below for some of the stuff that was featured in this tour. You could also find the full tour in picture form on my blog, thriftyandchic.com.